Good. I'm out here right now getting some iced coffee. Lately, I've been a big fan of the iced coffees, Vietnamese iced coffee. I've been really, like my diet, I've been practicing a clean diet, you know, eating pretty clean. Really, throughout the day, I'm only eating fruits for the most part. Like, I'll wake up and, I'm not eating any food until afternoon, after 12 p.m. Usually I'll start, with some water or some water with some chlorophyll. Maybe like a juice, like a pressed juice or some coconut water for sure. I've been drinking a lot of and those wellness shots too. You know what I'm talking about? The wellness shots. So those are really good, like ginger, turmeric, elderberry, stuff like that. Because I want to have better skin. I want to be able to glow. If you look at some of my other videos, my skin was getting crazy. I wasn't really taking good care of my skin. Now I don't have any like acne. I just kind of have dark spots. So I'm working on getting rid of those. And that's what it is, man. My hair is looking crazy on this hat. So don't mind the bucket. But yeah, we're just waiting for her to call my order. I got that Vietnamese coffee. Again, it's iced Vietnamese coffee. I wanted some caffeine. I was feeling sort of tired. Not tired, but I got to get it going. We got to get the day started. So I'm like sitting in the car, like, do I want to get this? I want to break, like breakfast. Like the word breakfast is breaking the fast. So I'm fasting still. Like I'm not gonna eat, but I was still sitting. I'm like, do I want coffee? Because there's a difference between coffee and caffeine. People think that caffeine is coffee or coffee is caffeine, but there's two different things, right? So I was like, do I want the coffee? Is there gonna be dairy in there? Is there sugar? I'm trying to stay away from as much dairy and sugar as possible as well. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. But I decided, you know what? I'm already here. I pulled up. I was already close. So let me just get the coffee. You know what I'm saying? You can get the coffee. I didn't get anything to eat. I wanted to get something to eat. Let me show you some of these things I got to eat. These things are fire. I love eating my coffee right there. Hold on a sec. 4667. Yep. Thank you. I mean, look at all this stuff. This is ridiculous. All these desserts. This is the coffee I'm talking about. You got like different breads. But like, man, I just got the coffee. I just got the coffee, that's it.
Yes, 5782, please. 5782.
So I'm about to head back to the car, drink this. What you really want is freedom, fam. That's really what you want. So many times, I know you probably think you want money, and you do want money for sure. But money isn't everything. Money is definitely an important aspect of life. It's a huge priority for sure. But really what you want is the freedom, and you want the experiences that money provides. Like when you have enough money, you don't necessarily need to go trade your time for money. You don't need to go chase money. You don't need to listening to anybody else. You can do what you want to do when you want to do it, however you want to do it, whoever you want to do it, when you have real freedom, real financial freedom. But the money is really just a tool. You have to get over the fear of money and develop a better relationship with money, because money is just a tool. That's all it is. This looks fantastic. You know what I mean? So I remember, I grew up in Rochester, New York. And oh, what the heck? I had to get a different straw. That shit is cracked like an umbrella. I grew up in Rochester, New York, and we didn't have much. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up rich at all, bro. I didn't grow up rich. Didn't grow up with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I saw poverty and struggle, but that just made me mindful and aware, you know, made me mindful and aware. And so what that made me want to do is just, you know, help my mom and help my dad, help my parents, you know, and it made me want to get better, it made me want to improve. So if you're in a situation now, regardless of, you know, who's around you, just you. Just keep this in mind. I'm from Rochester, New York, bro. Small city, didn't have much. Hustled, grinded, got a bunch of random jobs. Always wanted to get more, believed in myself, faced a lot of ups and downs, adversities, you know, different breakups, different job losses, you know, getting into different situations with police, you know, getting into different situations with, you know, people where there's drama and people are losing money or getting robbed or injured. I mean, there's all types of drama that you can go through in your life, but it's not about what happens to you, bro. It's about how you deal with it. It's about how you handle it. You know, what worked for me was expanding my mind. I started reading books. I started learning because there's no way I was going to change with the same information. There's no way you'll be able to change if you don't try new things. If you're not willing to invest into yourself, into mentors, into education, into expansion, you're going to be in the same place this time next year because you're not doing anything different. So I wanted to learn as much as I possibly could so that I could get better. So when I was like 16, you know what I'm saying, I'm driving around, doing random jobs, making money, flipping stuff, right? Just doing flips. Get to college, you know, still doing all that partying, drinking, smoking, women, you know, living that life. And I graduate college when I'm like 21. This is from the University of Buffalo. By the way, bro, it's super, like going to college at a Division I university, it was not easy, bro. It was like winter, you know what I mean? Like you had to really commit to that. And that's what life's about. That's the problem that you probably have is your ability to commit. You got to be able to commit and see things all the way to the end and plan to the end and just show up even when it doesn't seem possible. There's been times when I didn't really want to do it, but I got it done. There's been times when I didn't think it was possible, but I prayed to God, and God willing, it was done. LTAP said, I'm mad that I have days on 3 days and I get paid every 2 weeks. It's hard to save money sometimes when you got vices. So that's something we got to talk about because when you have vices, they control you. Vices means you're an addict. You're an addict. Addicts are the number one most committed to, and addicts are you're the best. You're the most committed because you'll do anything it takes to get that drink, to get that drug, to get that smoke, to get that sniff, to get that powder, to get that pill. You'll do anything it takes. You'll save your money. You'll sacrifice food. You'll sacrifice X, Y, and Z. You'll take from your friends, your family. You'll do whatever it takes. You'll sell stuff. You'll trap. You'll step late. You'll get up early. You'll do whatever it takes to get that fix. So when addicts talk about their vices, you just need to switch the blueprint. You just need to find something else to get addicted to because you're the most committed. If you just committed to your personal development, if you just committed to growth, if you just committed to becoming the best version of you, imagine the power you'd have. Imagine the life you'd live. Imagine the results you'd have, how your people would look at you, how you would look at you when you look in the mirror, the confidence you would have, the respect that you would have, and that you would get from other people. Addicts are the most committed. I was an addict. I was addicted to weed, bro. Right? I mean, smoking a lot of weed, bro. This bucket hat says pretty high. Like, I used to live a very pot polluted life, a very pot marijuana induced life. Now, since then, I've chilled out. I've gathered, you know, control. But, bro, I was arrested, sent to fucking clinics, drug tested, going through treatment centers, all type of stuff for weed. Back in New York, back like, you know, what is it? We're talking over a decade ago. But this has happened. This is back when weed was illegal. Back when weed was illegal in New York, I was selling weed. I got arrested a couple times. Ended up having to go to court, go to, you know, temporarily in a jail holding cell, having to go to all these drug centers. So I know what it's like to be put into the frame of you're an addict and you have vices and you can't stop. You can't stop. You just need to get high. You just need to feel numb. You just want to block the pain. You just don't want to remember it. You just don't want to feel it. You don't want to think about it. You want to escape. I know what that's like. And sometimes the people around you, they got to go. Sometimes the people you're around, they got to get cut off. So sometimes that's the best, and the first thing you got to do is get around better people, or at least remove yourself from other people, because your environment is conducive to what you got going on. So if you're constantly in a bad situation, if you're constantly around negative people like I was around people who were doing horrible things, drugs, robbing, stealing, like awful stuff, gang-related activities. When you're around that type of stuff, you have two options pretty much, or three really, but I mean, you can either partake in it, ignore it, and don't partake in it, or like report it, I suppose, right, and snitch. But I mean, that's kind of what it is. I mean, a lot of times you're in a negative environment, bro. A lot of times you're in a negative situation. You got negative people with negative influences. That's the key thing here, is your negative influence. So it's like, bro, what influences you on a day-to-day basis? What are you letting influence you? Because you got to start tapping into God, start tapping into the source. Get around positive people, get around winners, get around people who have the life that you want. If there's nobody around you in your immediate environment and your social circle is small, make sure those people are locked in with you. Make sure those people are tight. Make sure those people believe in you and really got your back and they know your best interests. And vice versa. You shouldn't have any snakes in your corner. You shouldn't have any iffy, weirdo, sketchy people in your corner. Nobody who you shouldn't have to think twice about. I mean, like, you want people in your section, in your corner, who you could call your brothers, who you can call and be like, yo, bro, like, this is what's going on, right? So growing up in New York, bro, like, you don't have a lot. So I've always had to commit to the process. I've always had to dedicate. My fault, fam. My iPhone overheats sometimes. One boy said, if I ain't know you since 1990, I don't trust you. Yo, for real, bro. Like, you gotta be real mindful of who you trust these days. That's a good point, bro, because that's what I'm saying. Like, growing up, you gotta be able to use, proper discernment, and a lot of times you might get burned. That's what happened to me a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? You get burned, bro. You learn. That's part of life. You learn. You get scammed. We've all been scammed. I've lost money in a scam, bro. You understand me? So I want to get on here and give you light. I want to give you truth. I want to give you hope and clarity to let you know that, bro, I came from absolutely nothing. Now my situation is decent. I got a long way to go, but I have a personal brand. I'm successful. I've been written in Yahoo Finance and prestigious articles. Let me make sure we logged in. Oh yeah, we logged in. If you go to my Instagram, Wealthy Westbrooks, you'll see that I'm connected now to some elite verified people, and I always saw this for myself. I always saw myself as a leader, as a coach, as an influencer, as a motivator, as somebody who was going to help people. But first, I had to help myself. You understand me? So, man, this is a treat right here. I got a package coming in the mail, I believe, soon too. It's gonna be a good day. It's Monday. Now, here's the thing about Mondays. You need to use today to get ahead. Build momentum on Monday. Momentum Monday. I might start getting up on here every Monday, calling it a Momentum Monday. If you guys would like me to do Momentum Mondays at this time, drop something in the chat, man. Momentum Monday, because you got to build that momentum. You got to get going. You got to get in motion. You can't make anything happen from just sitting on your couch I mean, unless you got a smartphone. But we got a bunch of dumb people with smartphones, and that's not going to work, bro. It's not gonna work, bro. You got a smartphone, you need to use it as a smart individual. That's what I started doing, bro. I started just taking content, making content, editing content, bro. I made it happen off of an iPhone, like an iPhone 8 back in the day, bro. And I'm the type of dude, like, even like right now, I'm filming this video off of an iPhone 12, bro. I'm filming this off of an iPhone 12, bro. Now, every single day, I'm like, ooh, I should go get the new iPhone. Ooh, I'm about to go get the new iPhone. I can get it. I can afford it. I have enough. I can easily go get a new iPhone right now. And every day, I'm like, ooh, I'm about to go get a new phone. Oh, I'm about to go get the new phone. Let me go get the new phone right now. But I've been through that phase where I'm like, I've splurged on so much stuff, bro, throughout my time. Throughout getting money, I've bought a lot of material things. Shoes, clothes, hats, watches, jewelry, vacations, dinners, cars. You understand me? I've bought a lot of these things throughout my journey, and some of it was worth it and some of it wasn't, and that's okay. But like at this time, you'll learn, bro. You'll learn what's really worth like having. Like, you don't, it's not about the money, it's not about the material things, it's not even about that. It's about your relationships, it's about your relationship with yourself, it's about your habits, it's about your disciplines, it's about your mindset, it's about your energy. My boy said, who can I sell AirPod Pros to that I found on the bus? I mean, I would be mindful, you know, that whoever's looking for them, they, you know, they don't find them, because AirPods have a tracking system on them, so they might be looking for them. If you are free and clear and you're confident that you have the ability to sell them, bring them to a pawn shop, or put them on the Facebook Marketplace, or like an app like OfferUp or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But use proper judgment, bro, because those things can be tracked. They got barcodes and serial codes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or try to pair them to your phone. If you got an iPhone, try to like reset them and repair it. That might be a blessing. That's what I would do. But yeah, bro, boy, they find them on the bus. And that's another situation, bro. I used to have to take an iPhone. I'm about to just wait for the iPhone 16 though. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be out in September or so. So I might as well just wait, right? Like why go get a new iPhone just because it's? I mean, this one is still. Look, I'm working on it. You see it. So it's like I don't. To be real, bro, it's about the time. Anyways, man, I hope this video helped you to a degree. If it did, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Check out everything in the description, man. All my links, all right? Man up.